Good morning. On Wednesday, the 12th of March this year, Baldwins are having an auction. There's a lot of very nice coins in it, but there are two coins in it which I think are particularly interesting. Who are the most famous people in British history? Well, you could name quite a few, but you probably all know of 1066, Battle of Hastings. So, King Harald of the Saxons and William the Bastard, William the Conqueror of the Normans. Probably one of the most famous battles in history because it really changed our whole life. The fact that I'm speaking to you now with 30% of my words having come from Norman French. It had an enormous impact on the culture, the politics and everything in this country. We all know the story. Edward Confessor promised the throne to William the Conqueror, William of Normandy. He died, and then Harold Godwinson had himself made king. William decided that he was going to come and take the throne. Harold's half-brother Tostig thought he'd take advantage of the situation, and together with the King of Norway, Harald Hardrada, Harold Red Hair, he arrived, he sailed over to York and started to march down to the south. Harold, who'd just been crowned king only a couple of months before, marched up to York some 250 miles in only 4 days, surprised Tostig and the King of Norway, beat them, and then raced back down to the south coast. But the whole point of this talk is, what did these two men look like that are so important to English history? Well, we don't actually have any accurate portraiture of either of these kings. It's a long time ago. We had the Bayeux tapestry, and obviously the two men are featured in that, but their features are only outlined in thread, so we can't really get a very good idea of what they look like. There's no paintings of them. There are illustrated manuscripts where you see pictures of Harold and pictures of William, but they're very much cartoon-like. Probably the best example of the nearest we can get to a accurate idea of what they looked like is through their coins. Well, obviously, when Harold was crowned king in 1066, he had a coin made. And I have this coin here. It's quite an interesting coin. It's a profile portrait, and it shows his features. He had short hair. He had quite a rounded nose, and he looks quite strong. The first coins of William that we have with a good portrait are probably about 15 years later. And I have a penny here of William. He looks very Norman, very short haircut. And a little crown perch on his top. But so, as I say, these are tremendously interesting coins. As I say, they're the most accurate portrait you can probably get of these two kings. If you want to learn more, go over to sgbaldwins.com and you can see pictures of these coins because lots will be illustrated. And if you want to go further and bid on them, you can do that as well. But they are probably some of the best examples of a portrait, a realistic portrait of Harold and of William. Thank you very much.